Okay, please inform the other side. Okay.
Item 89 of part 2 list. 61, my lord.
The files are not here.
Sir?
Files are not here.
If
What is it?
it, my lord.
What if I say? Oh. Okay. This list is valid only till tomorrow. Then perhaps list is valid only till tomorrow. Let us see item number 18. Not good. Let us see. We are not passing any order. Let us see if something can be done.
You mention again.
No, the list is expiring tomorrow. Tomorrow. More question now? No, I will reply.
Other bench. In other ones I mentioned, but that bench told about it.
No, those matters are not before this court. It's 1 to 57.
Burua is also present.
Maybe taken on Tuesday, my lord.
This list is not before us. We are only till 1 to 57 items.
Oh. Yes, yes.
Pray for listing of this matter for motion tomorrow, Lord.
Motion urgency is there.
There, Lord.
Where, have you filed it?
File.
What is the matter about?
The matter pertains there's to be supplied with certain amount of quantity and quantity in respondent NRN. Now, Lordship, when we received the quality, we saw that the quality which was given to us was quite contradictory to what was given in the NIT. So, Lordship, we have received only a part of the quality which was allotted to us. The rest of the matter is still pending with the NRN. Now, Lordship, they have unilaterally extended the date of the DO, which they cannot. They have no power under the contract to extend the date of the DO. Now, Lordship, they are going to impose the risk and cost upon us and forfeit our security money as well as the money which we have paid in advance for the product.
Let us see tomorrow.
Tomorrow, obliged, Lordship.
May I please, Lordship, or motion matter, Lordship, or listing on tomorrow, Lordship.
What is the urgency?
The Lordship, my license is cancelled by the town committee and my shop was closed, Lordship.
What is the urgency? Next week,
Monday, Lordship.
Monday is.
Monday, holiday, my lord.
Tuesday, Lordship.
Wednesday.
Possible.
In item number 11, I have filed one affidavit that I may be allowed to.
May I please, Your Worship? I beg to mention item number 17 and 18, my lord. In item number 18, my lord, the government has filed an affidavit in opposition. We would like to file a reply on that, my lord. 2 weeks time may be granted. I have taken consent from the other side, my lord. Bogidola, my lord.
17 and
18, my lord. In 18,
on a prayer made on behalf of the petitioner, matter stands adjourned by 2 weeks to enable filing of rejoinder affidavit.
my lord, deeply obliged.
May I please, Lord.
This will be in 18 and in 17, you write list along with sense.
But item number 5, 6, and 7, my lord. Petitioner's counsel is there, my lord, but for that matter in court number 5, my lord, which record, my lord. Item number 3. My lord, with the consent of the petitioner, be adjourned today, my lord.
Okay, when do you want? On the prayer of Sri K.K. Parashar, then CGC matter change adjourned to be listed after a week.
Lord.
Mr. Barwa, is there any interim order? 5, 6, 7, okay. No interim order, okay. Yes.
Listing one at next.
What is the matter about? Matter of which year? Okay, next week, next Wednesday.
May I please, Your Lordship?
Yes.
My lord, I beg to mention for listing of a writ petition, Lordship, on next week, Lordship, for admission.
What is the matter about?
From the post of member of Gao Panchayat Lordship with an allegation that he has more than two Lordship. But I have proof Lordship that the children which was alleged to be born Lordship after the commencement of the Act Lordship, prior Lordship. Birth certificate was issued by the concerned authority.
When did you file? What did the? Understood. When was it? Matter of which year?
2023 Lordship, January Lordship. Took Lordship.
Next Wednesday.
Wait, with the lordship, beg to back. Let's speak on the second, my lord. Matter pertains to unpaid bills. On last occasion, my lords have directed an inspection 6 weeks. Total of 13 weeks have elapsed and the
Admission. Okay, next week.
Mention for admission, my lord. My lord, this matters listed several times, my lord, the allottees have even the security money, everything, your lordship is directed to vacate the space for outsiders. And last occasion, your lordship directed to give the possession within 2 weeks. Been done.
Tuesday.
Lordship, I beg to mention for posting of an urgent matter.
Use the microphone. I think the microphone is off.
I beg to mention for posting of an urgent matter for admission. Finally, if the
What is the matter about?
it's for issuance of a next kin certificate. If-
Issuance of next
Next
skin.
kin, yet, if possible, tomorrow, Lordship.
Not tomorrow, next to next.
Wednesday, Lordship.
Yes.
I'm a my Lordship.
Let's wait, file an affidavit yesterday. The copy has been served to the petitioner.
I see.
And also, my lord, the affidavit, my lord, we have assailed his locus. And also, my lord, we have taken recourse to Forest Conservation Act. My lord.
Filed by whom?
Filed by the DFO, my lord, respond number 2.
Name.
Joint Decca.
Date.
Yesterday, my lord.
Had you filed an affidavit earlier also? 3rd of
In a-
March.
There are two tag matters, my lord. This is 1537. In 722, we had filed earlier,
15.
37, my lord.
Affidavit is not here on record.
My lord.
Bring the affidavit.
My lord.
We'll try to have it at 2 o'clock.
Very well,
We'll give a requisition.
my lord.
If it's possible at 2 o'clock,
Yes, my lord. Giving the question now.
give a requisition. What have you stated otherwise?
My lord.
What have you stated in your affidavit?
We have assailed the locus, then we have brought in. my lord-
Locus for registration.
Yes, my lord. And that apart, my lord, we have also brought on record those photographs when we disputed. Because, my lord, certain.
Registration may not be very strict.
uh,
On the merits, what do you have to say?
And merits, my lord, those.
Are you
photographs which
disputing
is
on
happening, my
facts?
lord. Yes, my lord. On facts, my lord, we have, department is taking every care and caution, my lord, that fresh encroachment will take up. And also, my lord, some person has been arrested and for the judicial custodies.
Now, what about the limited prayer of
That can be.
allowing the petitioner to
No, my lord,
extract?
we are invoking Forest Conservation Act of 1982, my lord. The purpose is purely by the non-forest, my lord, it's not permissible under section 2 of Forest. Conservation Act, my lord.
No, you have been served with a copy.
Affidavit is totally misconception and my lord.
Okay, we hear you at,
This is matter is only the renewal, madam.
we'll consider, let the,
Is also there, they have not
let the
consulted.
affidavit come, we'll consider.
Yes, ma'am.
Give the requisition.
My lord. Obliged. We will see, my lord, who is misconceived.
And prayer is also not that, madam.
Taken up after some time, my lord, the Gogo is on Lakes at report.
Let me start, but it will take some time. I will only be referring to the clauses only. That Mr. Gogoi is already aware because he earlier also.
Mr. Pathak is for whom?
I'm for the private.
Madam? Two counsel for one respondent.
Let me begin. I'll go slow, madam.
And let him come. But if you go into a Pathak matter, it'll be late. Try to call him. We don't want to. Hmm?
It will take some time by
No, if,
time.
we don't want to cause any prejudice. If Madam Bora doesn't have an issue, we can start.
Clause, like a
I just inform him. Inform Korea.
I'll
After,
just take.
after a while, then.
I
Or you
can,
start.
I'll just
Let him
start.
start. And will he is in a position to come now?
I'm going to.
Now, if he's in a Pathak or some matter, then we'll wait.
After
Otherwise, if
some
he
period, I'll inform.
just wait for a while, let's see. Why is it Pathak?
Your lordship has initially heard your lordship this matter.
Oh, my lord, I made a small gist, my lord, it will be for adjudicating. Try to comment.
It was in February.
Lords.
Effectively, it's not Pathak. You have to hear again everything.
Yes.
Hopefully, we remember something if you
Yes.
start to narrate. Yes, what is it?
My lord, I
Two-
have
two
given a,
Two writ petitions.
to read petition, I have given a small gist, my lord, so that it's convenient for the honorable court, my lord.
Have you been served with a copy of this,
Lords.
of the written list?
No, your lordship.
Mr.
Yes, sir.
Since this will be your argument, we can put questions to him directly.
Just basically from the read petition, my lord, I have.
Okay, members of the society. Who stays at Uzan Bazar?
My lord, the private respondent number,
There is secretary, your lordship.
secretary, my lord, he resides in.
We only thought that RC Das stays in Uzan Bazar. You know RC Das,
Lords, I'm.
Supreme Court, International Court.
No,
of
lordship,
Justice.
lord.
You don't know Arsidas. You know? What is his specialty?
Specialty, my lord, exactly, I do not know exactly. Specially. But I have heard of. my lord.
You've heard of him. Luckily, you have not met him. The only criteria is being nearer to the
Not
fishery.
here, I am the highest bidder,
No, of giving him,
my lord.
he is nearer. That is the only criteria of what?
Not that manner exactly, my lord. They said, my lord, they are doubting my neighborhood certificate. That I'll come, my lord. Because, my lord, one complaint was lost by them, my lord.
What is your bid otherwise?
My bid is, my lord, 60. More than
60 lakhs 71.
60,71,000.
Fishery starts from which year? The settlement period?
From, my lord, it starts 2019, my lord.
7 years.
My lord.
Okay, it's almost about to be over.
No, your lordship. 18/11/2019. The order dated settlement is 18/11/2019.
You're not mentioned about your bid in the note?
My lord, I mentioned, my lord, whatever I
No, in the note petitioner is how much?
petitioner, my lord, it is there, my lord, 60 lakhs.
71,789. And respondent number 9, your lordship.
Your client.
Yes, your lord. 38,63,184. Per annum.
38 lakhs, 68,000. 38 lakhs?
63,184.
This is per annum, basically.
Sure.
Yours is also per annum.
Well, all as per the tender, we have,
Per annum for 7 years.
my lord, for 7 years, and they are also for 7.
So to give at a rate which is much almost half, there has to be some compelling reasons. What are the reasons?
Reasons, my lord, basically, my lord, they said, my lord, they lodged a complaint before the deputy commissioner doubting my certificate, neighborhood certificate. Accordingly, my lord, wrong interpretation of that, my lord, authorities said it is not in format. What is the format about, my lord? Nobody knows.
Factually,
Actually, my lord, we are there. Next.
the format we may not be very much concerned, isn't
No,
it?
I have got the original also, my
No,
lord.
format we may not be very much, we will go by the substance.
My lord.
The requirement of law is that you have to be in the neighborhood.
Yes, we are neighborhood.
There
and I
may be
have
some
given-
defect to your,
My lord.
with the format, but substantially if you can show that you are in
Yes,
the
we are
neighborhood.
immediate neighbor, my lord. 2-3 villages are exactly touching, my lord. This certificate they are doubting. That I do common people.
The certificate.
Yes. Annex process. This is the original. I have photocopy. I have annexed. They are doubting only that much. That is the reason, man.
This is given by the circle officer.
Yes, man.
প্রমাণপত্র দেওয়া হয়েছে
Yes, sir.
জগদীশ বর্মন
Yes.
সম্পাদক 11 নম্বর
আছে তো,
পঞ্চম খণ্ড
Yes, ma'am.
কলং নদী আঞ্চলিক সমবায় সমিতিখন কামৰূপ ৰাজ্যৰ তাৰ বাসিন্দাৰে গঠিত He is the competent officer.
One- those, this-
This is of 17 to 2012.
Yes.
And now what is the problem with this certificate? Why is the doubt?
They said it is not in format. For the impin order, they said, my lord, it is not in format.
Is that the only ground or they are doubting on the
They said, my lord, it is a-
substantially also they are
it is a not
In the
they may
neighborhood.
fake or something like that, they use the word.
No, no, you're saying that they are doubting the format.
My lord.
Now, are they doubting the contents also that you
No.
are in the neighborhood?
Contents is, they cannot discuss.
Mr. Sharma?
Lordship will be clear from the imping speaking order, my lord.
The rejection is only on the basis of the format. Hmm? On the circle officer. He is not the competent authority.
Lordship, may kindly take up my affidavit in opposition.
First, then we have understood the matter. We'll hear him and
Yes.
you be prepared on that aspect. I think that is the only issue.
My lord, in persons to
Which
the
which one?
lordship will be a first item, my lord, 9225, that will cover both the bills.
Okay.
First, we will start, my lord. I am having the registered cooperative society, my lord. Registered cooperative society at page 21, my lord. '21 and '22, my lord. That's copy for that.
We are taking up which matter?
9225.
9225. Here are Kotakur are
9.
R9.
WBC 9
9225. Annexure 1 at page 21.
Page 21 is the certificate issued by the competent authority under restriction of the cooperative society, my lord. And page 22 is the certificate, my lord, showing the villages covered under my society.
Page
Page 22, my lord.
22.
20.
Area of operation.
Area operation, 10 villages, my lord, it covers the fishery malls, my lord, out of 10. Then lordship, in process to that, my lord, I have submitted a certificate at page 23. Page 23. Is
This certificate only.
yes, my lord. Lordship will see, my lord, there is other certificates also, my lord. Page
23.
23, particular is page 24. And again 25, my lord. The circle officer, Chandrapur Revenue Circle. Chandrapur Revenue Circle, page 25, has submitted certificate, my lord, showing that we are the neighborhood, and next 25 is showing, my lord, we are the fishermen. Then lordship will see.
Just a minute. Just a minute.
And lordship will turn to page 27. Is the certificate issued by competent authority, district development fishery officer about the, may I read, my lord, page 27. It is certified that part number 5, Kalang Nadi Anchalik Min Samavai Samiti is known to us an active fisherman society. All the members of this society belongs to middle caste community and has been engaged themselves in fishing activity under leadership of Jagdish Burman, Secretary. Page 27. It has been issued by District Development Fishery Officer.
District Fishery Development Authority, DFDO.
About my experience and about my, as per the criteria, my lord, about my
This is not to do with experience. This is only to do with you belong to the scheduled caste community.
middle class community and we have been engaged in fishing activity. That much. Then lordship turn to page 28, my lord, we have given entire list of membership, my lord. Particular is also annexed there, my lord.
Okay.
Then my lord, lordship will turn to page 38.
38.
38. It's been issued by Eastern Registrar of the Cooperative Society. Certified that the Kalang Nadi means Samavai Samiti is the registered cooperative society and so and so bearing registration number so and so Guwahati in the district of Kamrup. The village covered by the society are so and so 10 number of villages. The society is recognized fishery cooperative society and comprised of 100% actual fishermen belong to Koibortram Malay Navasudra community is recognized scheduled caste under the constitution of scheduled caste list of the states. All the persons are actual fishermen. Fishing is the main source of our livelihood. Society deserves settlement in the members of society are catching fish. In this connection, preference may be given to practicable to recognize the fishery scheduled caste located in the neighborhood of the fishery mahal number so and so is the another fishery, my lord. All the members are getting 60% so and so. Society earns so and so profit. Then lordship will see who coming to the sense of the settlement, my lord. The private respondent number 9, my lord. He being an influential person, my lord, and he started running on a daily basis, page 40, my lord, under the influence of the some minister, my lord. May I read, my lord, page 40.
Yes, please.
Page 40, my lord.
Yes.
May I read, my lord? There was the report submitted by the Deputy Commissioner, Metro District, Guwahati, number so and so, dated so and so, in 818. It appears from the first Kamrup Pragjudishpur under the Kamrup Metro District was so and so of the Kalang Nadi. That is the private respondent number 9, my lord. Brahmaputra put FSS so and so for 7 years. A total value of 12,33,000. The so and so number lease has been expired on 8/8/18 on the completion of 7 years term. It further appears that the lessee society has cleared all the revenues due to the lease for 7 years. The last installment have been deposited by Treasury Chalan dated so and so. In this connection, peruse the petition submitted by the secretary so and so, Brahmaputra partner, when addressed to the additional chief secretary to the government of Assam, and copy of the same was forwarded by the PS to the Honorable Minister Fishery Assam so and so, and by letter dated so and so, whereby a lessee society has prayed for allowing them to run on the temporary basis in the regular settlement is pro tender system. They have started running, my lord. Thereafter, my lord, we have agitated, my lord. Accordingly, tender was floated at page 42. Particular part, lordship will see page 44, my lord. Type copy, my lord, relevant portion I have already annexed at page 42. The type copy annexure 8, my lord. Condition number 2 says, my lord, tender can be submitted by 100% fishermen community or actual fishermen mahal of the Barak Valley or equal actual fishermen scheduled caste community to self-help group persons reaching tender must be neighborhood of the.
What is the date? What is the date?
Date, my lord, from the particular it is 10/6/2019 at page 50, my lord. Particular lordship.
10/6. And-
49 is in my lord, 49 and 50. 10/6/2019. What documents they have asked my lord lordship, sending bidder to submit tender papers affixing so and so experience certificate, Bakijai clearance certificate from deputy commissioner, certificate of scheduled caste, treasury challan, and 15% of the revenue value of the government, and registration certificate of the Samavai Samiti. Then show certificate of the tax clearance, photograph of the persons, show annual balance sheet. Only that much was the criteria. Accordingly, we submitted our tender document, my lord, by page 54. What are the documents we have submitted? Basically concerned in the instant case is, my lord, serial number 12, 13, 14. 12 is neighborhood certificate at page 23, 24. Certificate issued by district development fishery officer, page 25, 26, 27. And actual fisherman certificate by the register of cooperative society, page 38, my lord, which your lordship has read. So it has been given for other one of the fishery, my lord, page 54. Then, my lord, what happened? They have approached a fictitious complaint before the deputy commissioner, alleging, my lord, the deputy commissioner has not acted upon, page 57.
What is the case
My lord,
at page 56?
my lord,
What
page
is,
56 BC, my lord.
no, what is 56?
Page 56, they raised a complaint before the deputy
No, no,
commissioner
it's a
against.
case. 56 is an order.
Yes, my lord, 56 is the order. Order says, my lord, the representation to be considered
Of whom?
of the private respond number 9. which-
Your name is Upper Part Brahmaputra.
Yes, my lord. It's the private.
This is your interpretation.
Yes, my lord.
What was the issue?
Issue, they said, my lord, it is small order, my lord.
Was the court-
Mr. Bhattacharya, so and so submit the writ petition can be disposed of at the motion, directing the authorities to look into the grievance of the petitioner, pass a appropriate order. Commission of the council, both sides, I dispose of the writ petition, direction to the respondent, examine the complaint made by the petitioner and to dispose of the same before the issuing any final order of the settlement in question. That was the order. Accordingly, we
This was
filed
instituted by respondent number 9.
9. Then, my lord, we-
One. Right. So, yes.
then, my lord,
The,
after,
the complaint was examined after.
yes, my lord, thereafter, my lord, we filed a review petition, my lord. Operative part at page 60, my lord. Government produced the written instruction, so and so the additional deputy commissioner branch, so and so.
Review against 19.7.
Yes, my lord, that order against filed by him, my lord, page 50. The goes to show that the next date is fixed for 19 necessary instruction as per the court's order. In view of the above, realistic is to so and so enable the needless to say the both the parties to be given opportunity. In the meantime, my lord, page 61, the impugn order has been passed by your order, which is the subject matter of other writ. Then, my lord, page
Just a minute. What was the order in the review?
review said, my lord, the next date for hearing was fixed on 19/7. Then honorable court directed to be listed on
25.9.
25/9. In the meantime, my lord, 23/9, they passed the impugn order. As a result, my review petition became in fact. Then lordship will see page 61.
One
What is
second,
the
one second.
impugn
Speaking
order,
of-
my lord?
Speaking order is at page 61.
Page 61, that is the subject matter challenged by us in the next. I'll clarify, my lord. If we read this one, that will clarify that.
Oh, just a minute. This is not the subject matter of challenge in this petition.
No, in this petition, I challenge their settlement. But it is relevant also. Subsequent to, my lord, the other writ petition, my lord, I challenge this one. This will lead both the case. If your lordship permit me, I'll just read out page 61, what is the speaking order
Yes,
about.
yes.
Whereas the Dijan Hazarika Secretary, Sons of Brahmaputra Cooperative Society Limited, Panikati Prag Jyotishpur aggrieved by the non-passing a appropriate order against the prior petition submitted by him addressed to the Deputy Commissioner, Kamrup Metropolitan District on 28/2018 on the validity of the neighborhood certificate bearing number 474, of which I have given the original manual. 474 dated 17/12 stood in favor of the Jagadish Burman against the fraud committed by the secretary. Number Kolong Nadi 5, Kolong Nadi Anchalik means Samabhai Samiti, that is me, my lord, by possessing the neighboring certificate bearing number 474 dated 17/2/2002 through misrepresentation of the actual fact in collision with the concerned officials with the ulterior motive of the settlement of the Kamrup Pragjudishpur Brahmaputra fishery to which they are otherwise not entitled under the law. And whereas the Honorable Court on hearing the petition 4774 of 2019 passed a direction on 19/7/2019 to examine the complaint made by the petitioner Sri Dijan Hazarika to discuss the same by a reason order before issuing any final order settlement of the fishery in question. Accordingly, a hearing was initiated. The date was fixed for 22/8/2019 for hearing of the both the parties were present and heard. Both the parties were asked to produce relevant original neighborhood certificate in original for examination. But the parties failed and asked for a time to produce the original certificate, which is the next date of hearing was fixed on 29/19, directing both the parties to produce original neighborhood certificate contents authority. And whereas the sufficient time was given to the both the parties failed to produce the original neighborhood certificate during second date of hearing on 20. A report was called from the circle officer Chandrapur Revenue Metro, so directing the mentioning the distance of the Panikheti, Chandrapur, Bonda, Nij Kavardan and Kajoli Chowk and Tigera Mok to determine the nearest neighborhood of the cooperative society of the Pragjadishpur fishery. And whereas the report of the circle officer Chandrapur Kamrup Metro by letter dated so and so clearly mentioned that the village Panikheti and Kajoli Chowk river bank of Brahmaputra within the jurisdiction of Kamrup Pragjudishpur Brahmaputra fishery number so and so, fishery so and so, it is considered to be the nearest neighborhood of the cooperative society the tender. And whereas the matter was to determine the neighborhood cooperative society Pragjudishpur fishery, the settled report of the officer Chandrapur, the entire tender paper was comparative statement is sent to the department Assam by letter dated so and so for the settlement of Pragjudishpur fishery as they are competent authority for the settlement of the neighborhood certificate of so and so Samabhai Samiti tender was examined. That was examined, my lord. Now the change version 474 was examined. Then lordship turn to next. Firstly, he said, my lord, we did not produce. Now he said we have examined. Then my lord, lordship will see informing the providing the certificate is incorrect and none of the operational area of the society is located in the Bank of Kamrup, Pragjyotishpur, Victory jurisdiction. Majority of the shareholders resides in the village Nij Govardhan, which is situated of the bank 1 kilometer distance from Pragjyotishpur, Bishari. Their side, my lord. That is the impunity. Then, my lord, they made a comparative statement. Comparative statement, lordship, turn to page 64. What?
60,
Page 64, my lord, operative part.
63 is that.
Yes, my lord, comparative statement, operative part is the page 64. Extreme bottom, my lord. So far, my lord, Jagdish Burman is me, my lord, the last one. I paid a 60 lakh 71,000 so and so, and private respondent number 9, the sitting lessee 38 lakh 60,180. In the extreme bottom, my lord, lordship will see extreme right hand side, my lord, column has been started, my lord. The information provided in the neighborhood certificate not correct. So both these comparative statement as well as the speaking order, the subject matter of next writ petition, my
The region Hazarika is R9.
R9. Is the, my lord, on fourth lowest almost.
Yours is 50, 71, 789.
Mile is, my lord, 60 lakhs 71,789.
This is 60, not 50.
My lord, 60. Then lordship will see extreme right at page 64. Yes, again, show my lord, page 64, extreme right side, man. Can you have a look? Extreme right hand man.
Yes.
Is, my lord, information provided in the neighborhood certificate not correct. They said, my lord, remarks. That is the I challenge. Then, my lord, I challenge the writ petition, my lord, challenging that, my lord, 8174, page 65, my lord. That is the available in the next item, my lord. Then, my lord, notice was issued and provided that the process of settlement undertaken by the respondent shall abide by further orders that may be passed in this page 68. I have changed those two, my lord, speaking order as well as, my lord, the comparative statement holding me, my lord, information not correct. That I have changed.
8174 is challenging what?
Challenging two things, my lord, speaking order.
No, 8174.
Yes, my lord. Speaking order as well as, my lord, the remarks they made, my lord, not correct. This two I have changed.
Against 23-9,
My lord,
19 and remarks
my lord.
in DCS.
Yes.
And why this the present petition then?
I have challenged, my lord, page 69, the impugned settlement order. Page 69.
What was the order passed in the other one?
Other one, my lord, the honorable court said,
No,
my lord,
no, prayer will be considered.
some final order likely to be passed in respect of the settlement, page 68. It is provided that the process of settlement of Victory undertaken by the respondent shall abide by further orders that may be passed in this. Meaning thereby it passed sub judice. Then lordship will see the in order.
Just a minute, this was 811. Page?
69 is the in order. The fourth lowest, my lord, R9. May I read, my lord? From the provision of the record, it is seen that the expiry of the current deed, PC Kamrup Metro Guwahati issued NIT dated funds of settlement of the fishery. At last, the date of submission of the tender with the annual common revenue is 1,07,142 for the settlement of Kamrup Rajyotishpur fishery. In response to 5 societies submitted their tenders, he forwarded the copy of the tender documents along with the comparative statement by letter 23/9/20 quoted below. The tender has submitted as follows. Number 1, asserts
Now, 1, 2, 3, you can skip.
1, 2, 3 speak.
You come to number,
Number 3 and 4 will,
no, not 3,
4.
4 is the response
Private
9,
response.
R9.
Yes, my lord.
What is it? Oh, yes.
4 says, my lord, Upper Brahmaputra Part 4 Panikheti Kamrup has offered fourth highest bidder of 38,63,184 for 7 years at 10% enhanced per annum. Society submitted all the documents are found to be in order as per the report of the survey members of the Society Bank of the Fishery. Now, number 5 is me, my lord. Kalang Nadi, Antalik means Samabhai Govardhan has offered first highest bidder of 6,71,789 for 7 years at rate 10% enhanced per annum. The actual fisherman certificate has been issued by FDO, Development of Fishery Officer Kamrup, instead of ACS Kamrup, and another certificate issued by Certificate Society consists of the fishermen, but both certificates are not correct in format. Now, Lordship, kindly turn to counter this, my lord, page 38.
Just a minute, just a minute. Okay, page.
To counter this, my lord, they said Assistant Register Cooperative Society has not submitted. Page 38 be seen, my lord.
Page 38.
My lord, showing the villages, my lord. Though it is being issued in respect of other fishery mall, but it is in respect of the petitioner society. 38, my lord.
38 is by the assistant registrar.
Yes, my lord. They said they did not get, my lord. And both the certificates are not proper format. And what is the format about, my lord? Is nowhere mentioned.
1 minute.
Yes, my lord. Certificate we have given, my lord, page 24, 27. Will reveal, my lord, page 54, my lord, what are the documents I have given. Then Lordship turn to page 70.
Yes, page.
70, my lord. Next is the continuation of the implement order.
Yes, please.
As regards the neighborhood issue of the first highest bidder, number 11, number 2, part 5, Kalang Nadi means Samavai Samiti, another bidder, that is number 1A, Upper Brahmaputra Part 3, and so it is done, respond number 9. Complaint that the certificate issued by Circle Officer 72 has been fraudulently obtained. My lord. Now another question has come. Has fraudulently obtained. The matter went to the High Court, 4774/2001. The Honorable Court by order dated directed DC to examine the complaint and dispose of by reason order before settlement of the fishery. Accordingly, SC based on the fresh inquiry, Circle Officer disposed of the matter with a speaking order on 29/19 and came to conclusion that the measures, the private respond number 9, my lord, the fishery limited is the bank of the fishery, whereas the Kolong Nadi is the located. Now, version has been changed, my lord. Now they are saying we are 1 kilometer away. 1 kilometer away. Further, from the certificate issued by Circle Officer on neighborhood in respect of Chandrapur Anchalik means it appears the society located at distance of 1 kilometer from the society. And now this thing about, my lord, the respondent number is also 1 kilometer. In respect of first and third highest bidder, one document each is not issued by competent authority. Both highest bidder has submitted all the documents as per NIT. As regards the neighborhood issue, in the light of provision of Rule 12, Assam Fishery Rule 1953, it appears from that out of 3 contenders under zone consideration, fourth highest bidder is the more suitable. Members of the reside at the bank of river, whereas other 2 located at 1 kilometer distance. Considering all the specs in the neighborhood issue, in the light of provision of Rule 12, the government is pleased to settle so-and-so Pragjyotishpur 38,63,107 years with effect from the handing over the position. The commissioner shall take necessary so-and-so. This order has been proven so-and-so. Then, my lord, he has page 71 with reference to above, I have been informed, submit the neighborhood certificate, society member list so-and-so regarding the hearing and which was sub judice before the honorable court for the settlement of the Pragjyotishpur Meen Mahal. Yours faithfully, additional deputy commissioner. Now, lordship will see immediately, my lord, we raised a complaint to the deputy commissioner, page 73. 73, my lord. 73, my lord. For instance of the speaking order, my lord, we raised a complaint. We raised a written statement we have given, my lord, the prayer to cancel the complaint, my lord. Now, lordship will see. Now, lordship will see. I have on the other date, my lord, I have given 4 number of judgment, my lord. That is there, maybe in the record, my lord. That cannot be inchi tape system, cannot be there, my lord. 4 number of judgment reported, I have given, my lord. It is there, my lord. Okay. It is there, my lord. The judgment which I have given copies, 4 numbers of copies, my lord. Anyway, my lord.
I think we have returned back to you.
Maybe.
It's not in the record.
Anyway, my lord, I am giving my lord GLT for the 1 kilometer system, my lord. Lordship can have a look my copy, my lord. Only pardon me because I have marked with the red ink. Maybe it has come with the record. First judgment I have relied, my lord. Lordship will see GLT 2009 volume 4. Is basically about, my lord, inchi tape system, my lord. Para 15, 16, 19. Para 15, 16, 19. Inner page, lordship can come, third page, my lord, relevant portion. below 16, para 15 and 16, Lordship. Last paragraph of paragraph 15. As a mathematical formula, the court has also recorded that the issue of the knife is not be reckoned for a eligible computing society as a mathematical formula. Mathematical formula they cannot.
Where are we?
Lordship would see, thus, there are 16, top of 16, paragraphs, top of 16, last 4 lines of paragraph 15. Lordship has come across. As a mathematical formula, but has to be permitted to be decided by taking note proximity of vicinity of the fishery as understood in common parlance. Keeping in the ratio above decision in mind, the facts and instant case is considered seen that two societies, both of whom are located in the neighborhood, obviously some of the members in each two contending society are residing in the neighborhood of the fishery, deserving opportunity to the neighborhood fishery are deserving an opportunity to the gainfully employed themselves in fishing said neighborhood fishery. In such a situation, settling authority to take decision to whole of the neighborhood. Then Lordship will see another judgment I have given. Two thousand one GLT, my lord. Page 139, paragraph 8. In the present case, the respondent has filed the affidavit in opposition, enclosing thereof the report of the deputy commissioner, which is stated the fishery applied far away from the area operation member of the DAS. There is no dispute at but the fishery in question is not within the operation area of the society. The members of the respondent society admittedly do not reside in the neighborhood of the fishery regarding the question of the operation area of the in respondent society has submitted they are got an offense of the bank of the fishery and as such rule 12 is complied with. They have filed a certificate to that effect. The question that the crops ask whether the opening of the office by the cooperative society within the area operation or in the neighborhood operation in the enough to entitled to the society to claim of the settled so and so under the provision of rule as stated. The above provision was incorporated so that the actual fishermen living in the neighborhood of the fishery so and so the concepted.
How does this benefit you?
My lord, their office is somewhere in Ujjan Bazar. Their office, from their affidavit lordship. That part I'll come, my lord. That's why I'm
No, here it has said that having an office in the neighborhood will not be enough.
not be enough.
That is neither your case nor his case.
No, his office is Ujjan Bazar. From the affidavit, it reveals they reside in Ujjan.
The location of the office is not, will not determine the
Yes,
neighborhood.
yes.
I don't think
That I'm
this is
skipping.
of relevance.
Then
Earlier
another.
case, yes.
Another, my lord, other two judgment I have given, 96 volume 3 neighborhood issue has been discussed at para 13 and 14. How to be 13 and 14, my lord.
The division bench judgment,
Uh,
2003 1 GLT,
yes, my lord. GLT decided
155, what?
1996 of 1996 of volume 3, page 547.
Which one?
Lordship,
That
I
is
can
not
supply
here.
my code.
Name of the case, promoter part to know.
Yes, no, Mongaldoi
That
binary
is, that is
fishery
not,
property.
that is not before us.
So my lord, I'll supply. Only pardon me because I have marked.
Doesn't matter.
But to accept it.
1996.
paragraph human as 1213.
3 GLT 547.
It basically, my lord, is a big judgment. I'm not relying at this moment. It is, my lord, basically the contents that one that is.
I think
Yeah.
13 over.
How, my lord, neighborhood to be decided. Here, my lord, what happened, my lord, Brahmaputra, this is fishery, my lord, 70% in Kamrup and 30% in Moregaon district is very fishery. So we are registered in Kamrup society and, my lord, very much in Kamrup. And now, my lord, the affidavit opposition has been filed by the respondent of private respondent number 9, my lord, or that 9.
No, no,
And
here the distinction has been made between area of operation and neighborhood.
My lord,
Said that what is relevant is neighborhood, being in the vicinity.
yes,
Area of operation is not
not
too much. Now, where is the, how does it help you?
My lord,
See, here the controversy is not with regard to area of operation or neighborhood.
yes, my lord.
They are saying that whether 1 kilometer is within the neighborhood or not.
Yes.
That is the,
The inchi tape, my lord, mathematical method they cannot have. That is clear, my lord. That judgment will be relevant. Condition number 2 of the NIT, my lord. Now, lordship will see,
one second.
and NIT condition says, my lord,
One minute. Yes.
NIT condition, my lord, says about, my lord, from district, my lord. Neighborhood certificate issued by the district, my lord. We said to submitted the fisheries, friends of fisherman committee, Barakville, the biggest Indian submit the tender paper.
Yes, what is your submission?
Now, my lord, I'm coming to that, my lord.
NIT condition.
NIT condition says from the district, that is the submission. From the district. And now, my lord, lordship.
As per NIT,
Yes,
certificate from the district authorities.
tenderer must be resident of serial number. Condition number 2, my lord.
Page,
Page lordship will see from the first read petition, page 40. The tenderer can submit at 100% actual fisherman committee, mammal community, actual fisherman, scheduled caste, self-help group. The person, 9, who is in the tender must be neighborhood of the concerned district of minerals. Certificate is not reflected also, my lord.
okay, neighborhood of the, must be the neighborhood of the concerned district and
District
and Min Mahal.
And Myanmar.
Where is the original?
Original lordship will see vernacular part.
Number 2.
2. Lordship will see 2 Kimanasi Bonigi.
At page 44.
44.
100%।
অনুসূচিত জাতি আৰু বৰাক উপত্যকা মীন মহলৰ সমুদায় প্ৰকৃত মীন মহলৰ নতুবা অনুসূচিত জাতিৰ পাঁচ পৰিয়াল লোক আত্মসহায়ক NGO আৰু মীন পালকে নিবিদা দিব পাৰিব নিম্নলিখিত নিবিদাকাৰী সংশ্লিষ্ট জিলাৰ আৰু মীন মহলৰ চুবুৰীয়া হ'ব লাগে। That is the condition. Certificate is silent, though we have given.
নিবিদাকাৰী সংশ্লিষ্ট জিলাৰ।
নিবিদাকাৰী সংশ্লিষ্ট জিলাৰ আৰু মীন মহলৰ বছৰৰ চুবুৰীয়া হ'ব লাগে। 2.
Now you have to be of the district
Of
and
the
neighbor, and you should be in the neighborhood of the Min Mahal.
Yes,
That is the only
we are there.
meaning.
Here. But inchi tape system, my lord, mathematical, that cannot be. Because it is a conflicting report. One way said he is 1 kilometer, one way I am saying 1 kilometer. That is not a criteria for certain. Now lordship will see. Certificate, it is not been said anywhere for NIT condition, though we have some. Lordship will see the affidavit opposition filed by the private respondent number 10 or 10, sorry, R10.
Mr. Borbia,
Sorry.
see, these are eligibility criteria.
Yes,
You need to be in the neighborhood.
yes.
someone who may be within 100 meters, somebody may be within 200 meters.
200 meters.
The 100 meters is not necessary that he'll get a preference.
No, no. that
It
cannot.
is only the eligibility criteria
Yes.
that whether you enter into the zone of consideration. You say that you are in 1 kilometer, you cannot go by
But
mathematical,
that will not affect
mathematical
me because
precision.
I'm the highest bidder.
mathematical precision, you also qualify. Now the competition has to be only on the financial aspect.
Yes, I am the highest. bidder. Where is the 68? Where is the 38?
One being in the proximity of one to the fishery shall not be determinative of the fact
Fine.
who should get the fishery in question.
Fine.
It is only the eligibility.
That is it. Whether I am having qualification or not for entry, my lord. Now, lordship will see respondent number 10 file an affidavit, my lord, 9225.
10 is whom?
10 is the sitting lessee. Instead of 9, my lord, I have done mistake, my lord, earlier, my lord. It should be 10.
10.
10.
You're 10.
10, 10. Other case is the 9. Other case 9, he party 9. Now, lordship will see they
Is
have,
the sitting lessee.
yes, my lord, sit again,
I am the beneficiary.
is
Sit,
the
sit.
beneficiary.
Keep on sitting.
One, two, don't sitting.
Don't become standing lessee now.
Now,
Be
my
a
lord,
sitting lessee.
very nutshell, I'll say, my lord, what is the contents of the affidavit opposition and what is my reply. They said, my lord, lordship, kindly have a look at page 15,
5? 50
15.
of
Annexure E, my lord, affidavit opposition of respondent number 10 dated 10/2/20.
Jagadish Burman.
Yes, my lord. Look at this. 15, my lord, the serial number 4, Dijan Hazarika,
Page.
inner page 15, my lord, annexure E.
Huh? Right. Okay.
Lordship has come across. It was, I have received copy and 10/2/20.
Filed by Dijan Hazarika.
My lord.
EIO.
Dijan Hazarika, lordship will see his address is in Ujan Bazar.
Yes, page.
Page 15, my lord, this I have projected only to show, my lord, he is the resident of Ujan Bazar.
Page 5.
5. Page 15, serial number 4.
10.
Oh, no, repetition this. Then, my lord,
One minute.
that is not that much relevant, only showing his, my lord, resident. And other two affidavit, my lord, though it is not relevant at this moment, but I like to project, my lord, which I have received on 24/23. They said, my lord, we have not certificate as per notification. We have not given certificate. It is there, my lord. certificate is very much there.
What are you referring?
They are referring.
No, what are you referring now? What are you
Earlier,
referring?
my lord.
No.
Page 15 is
15 we have seen, Udan Bazar we have noted, then thereafter.
my lord, another affidavit which I have received on 20
Of whom?
by the private respondent number 10.
Another affidavit.
Yes, my lord. Another two affidavits they have filed. Additional, my lord. Lordship will see 24/23.
That is your lordship that I have brought your lordship to the circular dated 18/4/2018.
It's in this petition.
Only for that purpose.
Additional affidavit by Jagdish Varman, your Jagdish Varman, I think.
No, your lordship, Jagdish, he.
Jagdish is you,
My lord.
or ten,
Then
reason, yes.
Region
First-
Hazarika on
Recent affidavit, first of
Yes.
March,
recent.
1st of March.
No, my lord, on 24, 23.
24, 23. For which page?
I received the copy, my lord.
Which page?
Page
7.
132, 131. Current running page 131.
There's no 131. What is the heading you tell us?
Lordship, I can supply my copy.
No, what's the heading you
Your
tell us?
lordship, that was notification, your lordship, an occasion to go to this note. 18.
What is the first page, running page number?
Running page 130,
No, starts with page,
page number to cover.
first page, running page,
Your lordship, first page is this, your lordship, the
running page number.
running page I have not quoted you.
Because the last page is 129 here.
That
What is the
from-
running page of starting, is it 130? Starts with 130.
130.
This is not here.
Acha, I'll supply the copy, my lord, you can read. It is basically,
Lordship can go through this notification.
18 notification.
Your lordship has already gone through, your lordship. What I am saying that his certificate is not as per your lordship.
certificate is not requirement as per.
This is
131 lordship kindly be seen, paragraph 2. He misread, my lord.
Circle officers, the
No, no.
ARCS certificate.
ARC is also there, development officer is also there, circle officer is also there in my key. I have an next. Page 24, 25, 26, 27. And 38 is the CS officers, ARC. All certificates are there, madam, though it is not mandatory as per NIT. May I read, my lord? Fisherman experience certificate of Fisherman Cooperative Society so and so is to be issued by DFFO DO indicating all the members of that is the lordship will answer is page 38. Then however, the present certificate is not issued by DFFO, notification having been issued, it's a evaluation. Therefore, the rejection of the tender is as per law. That is the wrong submission, mine. They are saying experience certificate. Expense I have annexed. That are other affidavit, my lord, it is not relevant, my lord,
Okay, okay.
because they have given some kilometer, something which is no way connected, my. Then lordship will see affidavit filed by the tribe respondent number 3,
Authorities.
authority, my lord,
Hmm.
present serving as a joint secretary, government of Assam, fishery department.
NK Devnath.
My lord. MK Devnath. Is also not correct, my lord. As per clause D. Operative part at para 4, my lord. As per clause fee GAD so and so government notification.
Page.
Page.
uh,
Is no page mark, my lord, para 4. In my copy, no page mark, para 4. That also we have overcome, my lord.
Paragraph 4, yes.
Yes, that the deponent begs to state the issue raised by the writ petitioner in the instant writ petition regarding the submission, it is as fact. As per clause 4 of the GO NIT dated so and so, read with government notification dated, which is there, my lord, just now. Assistant Registrar of Cooperative Society concerned district is the competent to issue actual fisherman certificate as per the Cooperative Society Registration Act. That is there, my lord, page 38. As well as activities of the societies maintained by the so and so. This certificate issued by the district fishery development officer unless district development also is there. Circle officer is not valid. Such certificate has been issued without verification of the records maintained by ARC. As per the records neighborhood issue, DC Kamrup has stated the comparative statement neighborhood certificate issued by Chandrapur is not correct. It is submitted the neighborhood issue of the writ petitioner was challenged by the society on the certificate dated filing a writ petition. That is also not correct, my lord. They have not challenged my neighborhood certificate. They said their complaint has not been attended. So and so where the honorable court by directing the DC took the hearing, both sides present on so and so, both the parties produced the original. Now, my lord, he said the both the parties to produce original records, next date so and so. As both the party failed to do so, the report was called for Chandrapur. ADC speaking order dated so and so by observation respondent society is situated on the Brahmaputra within the neighborhood of Kamrup Pragjyotishpur. Then the writ petitioner is located at 1 kilometer distance. Fishery held so and so the cooperative society. Basically, my lord, he reiterated the speaking order, my that has been given, my lord. I have given my reply also there, my lord. So now, my lord, to come up the submission of the case, my lord, is that, my lord, with the fishery society having 10 number of villages, my lord, having 3 number of fisheries adjacent to us, 3 number of fishery mall adjacent to us. In one of them is the 2 villages are there, my lord, the instant petition. And my lord, we quoted the highest bidder, my lord. They said, my lord.
Was at any previous occasion, this particular fishery settled with you?
That I do not have, might be they are having, my lord, otherwise.
No,
He
no,
must be- he must be having. He must be having.
no,
Whether
no.
this fishery or that fishery, I do not know, but he must be having some fishery.
No, no, not some fishery. The question is, have you stated anywhere that on a previous occasion, this particular fishery was earlier settled
On that
with you?
part, my lord, no, it's-
No, it was just a casual question. nothing-
Over and above, my lord, lordship will see the terms and condition of the NIP, I fulfilled.
That we have understood, that we have.
Whatever document we have given, my lord, I have given another chart also before the authority, before this honorable court also, my lord. Page 50. They never said, my lord, we are the not neighbor. They said only 156 ground, my lord. My certificate is not in order, in format. What is the format, my lord? In fishery rule, there is no format.
We'll get the clarification from Mr. Sharma.
My lord, after that, my lord, I'll maybe permitted to reply if
Oh,
not.
sure. Mr. Sharma?
If I kindly see the grounds of rejection, the order of settlement.
It's
Page 69 and etc. Fact, if I err, then my lord, I have gone through the record. Grounds of rejection is the certificate which is required to be issued by the DM, my lord, ARCS, that has been issued by the, my lord,
DFDO.
DFDO. But the certificate of DFDO as well as the certificate
yes.
issued by the ARCS is the record. And that grounds,
Here also annexed one, the ARCS
my
certificate.
lord, it is, that certificate is in the original. And
Yeah,
so far
address on-
neighborhood, so far the issue of.
No,
the-
address on the neighborhood part. I think that's a point which has to be decided.
My lord.
What is the meaning of neighborhood? What is the meaning of being in the vicinity, proximity? What is area of the operation and neighborhood has been clarified in a number of cases. But who would be a neighbor? One who is in the immediate vicinity or one who is also in the vicinity but may not be in the immediate vicinity?
Right.
Till what distance?
In a recent, my lord, circular that has been, my lord, earmarked as 5 kilometers. The circular I don't have right now. But 5 kilometers.
5 kilometer, is this circular?
Not circular, my lord, a kind of instruction, that much, my lord, in respect of my case,
Doubt.
it's not overrule any act. It's just mere board maintain queries, my lord, what is the idea? In by his lordship Gujar Bora in respect of
Fact,
my
my lord,
case.
this
and
so
other-
far the, my lord, different type of, my lord, judgment pronounced by this honorable court. Is within the vicinity of the area that cannot be measured by, my lord, in feet and kilometers. That is the, my lord, established principle of law that is governed. The grounds of rejection was, my lord, both the certificate are not as per format. So for the, my lord, experience certificate and that has been issued by the RCS, that ground has gone. The nature of
Even there
issue-
were, since you have already made the submission, will not put the question. The grounds of rejection was also wavering.
Ne-
At one point you said the format, one point you say that those are fraudulent. One point you say that the contents are not correct. All three have got different connotations, implications. Being in a format cannot be a very incurable kind of a defect. But if you are serious on the allegation that something has been fraudulently obtained, then our views will be different. Even if you say that the contents are incorrect, then also our views may be slightly different. But only for the format, I don't think it will be, if the contents are otherwise substantially meeting the requirement.
Sorry to say, my lord, if your lordship, my lord, go through the speaking order that is passed by the additional deputy commissioner as per direction of this honorable court, on the basis of the report of a circle officer, that is not, my lord, correct. Circle officer report is something. It goes against the petition. I've gone through the. No, sorry, goes in favor of the petition.
Favor of me.
Circle officer. And so far the big value is concerned, my lord. It is
We
almost.
thought that the cat is coming out of the bag. Now the tiger is coming out of the bag. Let it remain in the bag.
Your lordship, my lord, on the payroll, my lord, that circle officer report, your lordship.
Yes, record which page? Which page of the record?
My lord, there is no page mark, my lord, I have tracked it.
Any indication of the?
Yes, my lord.
That will, I think, committee continuous pagination would be there.
My
on the
lord,
top-
my lord,
top
I
right.
marked it X, my lord.
Hmm?
Marked it as X.
Double check zero.
X. It's marked as X.
Check log.
Could you- could you- Mhm. So many. In- It is. Yes.
That is the basis, on the basis of which, my lord, this, my lord, speaking order has passed by the edit.
Okay. Continue. Yes, Mr. Watakur. You have something in your sleeves.
Lordship, first of all, your lordship, since this report, your lordship, I have not gone through your lordship, but learned government advocate says that it goes against me, your lordship. If I go through that, your lordship, that will help me in
No,
my-
that is not the final order.
Lord,
Final order has been passed
in my
by
favor,
the ADC. That will go through.
lordship. Now, your lordship, so far as ultimately
Your
lordship,
R10.
R10, your lordship, there are two grounds on which basically your lordship, his bid was not considered. One, your lordship, it seems your lordship from the record, your lordship, that ground goes. Your lordship. Now, only
ARCS.
point that ARCS, only
Neighborhood.
point remains, your lordship, is the neighborhood. Your lordship. Now, your lordship will kindly note, your lordship, that my very allegation was that, your lordship, that he does not, the society, your lordship, the members of the society do not reside, your lordship, neighborhood of that particular fishery, your lordship. Now, if your lordship comes to their certificate, your lordship, they have annexed in the,
But you are staying at Uzan Bazar.
no, your lordship, that is the secretary, your lordship, and this particular fishery starts from your lordship, Fancy Bazaar itself, your lordship. Now, even otherwise, your lordship, since that has not been
Fancy
pleaded,
Bazar, there is a fishery.
lordship, no, your
We have
lordship,
not seen.
no, your lordship will kindly note, your lordship. Even if your lordship, I reside in Uzan Bazar, I am a secretary, your lordship, under the cooperative society.
You are not a member of the
Not
society.
necessarily, your lordship, not necessarily. Since your lordship, the cooperative society secretary is a post, is an employee of the society, your lordship. He is not a shareholder, your lordship. Normally, your lordship, if your lordship go through the Cooperative Societies Act, your lordship, now it is called chief executive officer or something, your lordship. But
Like a panchayat.
lordship, now your lordship, he was.
Are you a government servant?
No, you're not a government servant, servant of the society, your lordship. Servant of the employee.
You
of
are
the
employed by the society.
Society, your lordship.
You're not necessary, it's not necessary you
necessarily,
have to
your
be a
lordship,
member.
I need to be your lordship shareholder, your lordship. So
But
your,
are you a member or not?
I am, whether I'm a member or not, your lordship, that instruction I don't have, your lordship.
It is not member, how you?
No, secretary.
The secretary- He says that secretary is an employee of this society.
Society.
It is not.
Can file a writ petition, my lord, without.
No, he- no,
Oh, secretary can.
Secretary is representing the society,
Society.
but he may not be a member. That's a different matter. Secretary need not be a member. But in his case, I think you are a member.
That your lordship instruction I don't have, I have not taken, your lordship. I will have to take.
Okay, we'll come back.
Lordship. That, since that is not the issue, I have not pleaded that, your lordship. So if the government advocate can bring that instruction.
There is fishing activities here in.
That I don't know, your lordship. I don't have any idea about that personal knowledge. From your lordship, Govardhana,
Have you ever seen fishing activities?
I have not, your lordship, since
Court has not seen.
I am not very frequent in visiting Bank of the Rivers, your lordship. I have not seen
You are the most frequent visitor.
it. Your lordship. From court to
But
home,
have you ever seen? We have not seen.
lordship. Maybe your lordship, but
Have you seen somebody fishing in
no, your lordship may not be, your lordship. The entire fishing area, your lordship, fishing activities never takes place, your lordship.
but is he a member? He's a member.
He instruction is that he's a member. So, and he's in the bank of the river, your lordship. Just the bank of the river Brahmaputra, his house is.
Where is the description of the fishery?
That is not there, your lordship.
In the pleaded, anywhere in the
No,
pleadings?
no, your lordship.
NIT is there.
NIT has not said the boundary, your lordship. It's only said.
Boundary is-
But these fisheries have a boundaries, your lordship. Specific boundaries are, your lordship.
Mr.
are there.
Sharma, what is the area? Which is the area? What is the name? Kamrup Pragjotishpur Min Mahal.
Have the instruction, my lord, it starts from Chandrapur, my lord, Hatisila, my lord, picnic spot, from that.
Anikhaiti.
Yes, from that words onwards, have some portion up to Morega.
There will be a boundary, your lordship, in the office of the deputy commissioner.
Okay, okay,
That
doesn't matter.
remains in
That
the,
is there, man.
that boundary is always notified, your lordship. Now, your lordship, so far as the other question is concerned, your lordship, it is a, although they claim, your lordship, why this dispute cropped up, your lordship. Now, if your lordship comes to page 38,
Of the period petition,
writ petition, your lordship.
yes. 38. ARCS,
Yes, your lordship. Annexure 6, third paragraph, your lordship. The society deserves settlement as all the members of the society are catching fish. In this connection, preference may be given as practicable to the reorganized fishery cooperative society located in the neighborhood fishery mahal so and so Malia group fishery. Your lordship.
Hmm.
Now, in the certificate itself, your lordship, there is a specifically stated, your lordship, that this particular society is in the neighborhood of a different mean mahal, your lordship. Mean fishery mahals, that is number so and so, your lordship. Now, very specific, normally, your lordship, in a cooperative society, while registration certificate or certificate is issued, your lordship, this kind of, your lordship, specific mention of a particular fishery, your lordship, is not never to be found, your lordship. And the very specifically it is stated that they are neighborhood of a different society, your lord, different fishery, your lordship. And therefore, dear lordship, the question come that whether they belong to the neighborhood of this fishery or not, your lordship. Now, your lordship, this whole process, your lordship, was initiated, your lordship, on the basis of a complaint with lodged, your lordship. Now,
this certificate is dated what, 19-1?
this was, your lordship, date 19-1, probably 2004, probably. This not legible, your lordship. Seems to be 2004, your lordship. Now, your lordship, our specific case in earlier writ petition as well as the before the authorities, your lordship, was that, your lordship, that these villages on which, your lordship, this particular writ petitioner society operates are far away from this, and in the additional affidavit, which he has not, your lordship, my learned friend has not, your lordship, referred to, your lordship, my additional affidavit, your lordship. That is, your lordship, I have specifically mentioned, your lordship, relied on a certificate issued by the circle officer, your lordship, where, your lordship, some of the villages which he claims to be his member resides, your lordship, are, your lordship, 14 kilometer, 20 kilometer, 16 kilometer, 12 kilometer, etc. from Kamruk Pragyotikpur Mean Mahal, your lordship.
Where is it?
That is, your lordship, at page in my additional affidavit, your lordship. No, March, it was filed in the month of March, your lordship. 1st of March 2020, 3rd of
Yes.
March.
123.
Lordship.
Which paragraph?
Page annexure 1, your lordship, may kindly see of the
Okay, that certificate.
certificate, your lordship. What to Dijan Hazarika regarding your I have filed an application asking him to provide me the distances of these particular villages from the particular fishery, your lordship. And this was dated 3/8/2018.
It's from Sonapur circle.
Whatever it is, this is
No, no,
Chandrapur, he bring report from
Sonapur.
no, not Sonapur.
Sonapur, your lordship.
He brought the Sonapur mal,
Sonapur.
relying upon the Sonapur mal, no relevance in the instant case.
No, where?
Chandrapur is also there, your lordship, annexure 2.
Connection to Chandrapur is there.
Chandrapur is there. One is Sonapur and then second is Chandrapur. Let me submit, then you submit. I have not interfered when you are submitting.
There are two certificates.
Lordship. These certificates shows your lordship that from the Mil Mahal, the distances of the villages through which his society operates, your lordship.
Barabari.
Now I
No,
don't.
no, no, one moment.
Lordship,
This information you had sought for,
lordship,
because this has been addressed to you,
lordship,
right?
lordship,
Now, you have basically named 5 numbers of villages,
lordship,
namely Maloibari, Pub Maloibari, Omora Pothar, and
Dhapujan, Commerce,
Dipsal and Bezani.
lordship,
Now, these 5 villages are those villages which have been named by the petitioner society.
lordship.
Where?
Lordship, your lordship in the certificate itself, your lordship. There are altogether 10 villages, your lordship. Your lordship, page 22. Lordship. Dhamkunda, your lordship, at serial number 7.
From Maloibari. Maloibari is there or not? Not
Lordship.
there.
Pub Maloibari,
Pub Maloibari is there.
lordship.
And Omora Pothar,
Lordship,
not there.
not there. Your lordship. This is
Then,
Dipuji Jan Pam, your lordship,
and Topshal,
lordship.
not there. Then, last one,
Your lordship,
Bezeni, not there.
no, your lordship is kindly come to page 24, your lordship. This is from the Chandrapur,
24.
24,
Of the next, next,
lords. Dhamkunda, your lordship,
one second.
serial number 7.
Chandrapur. Number Dhamkunda, Pao.
Serial number 7.
Let us see the vernacular Pramanpatra দিয়া হল যে কামরূপ প্রযোজনীপুর ব্রহ্মপুত্র মিন মহল তলত উল্লেখ কৰা দূৰত্ব উল্লেখ কৰা হৈছে 1 নম্বৰ আৰু 2 নম্বৰ ধামখুন্দা পাবলৈ This is number 2 3 number 3 number Dhamkunda not there it's Dhamkunda is there
7 serial number,
no it's Dhamkunda only
lordship,
this is 3 number
lordship. Then your lordship, Dhapuji Jan Pam,
Tipuji Jan
8.
Tipuji Jan Palm is 8 Tipuji Jan is how much 14 kilometers
Lordship.
Then-
Kolongpar, your lordship, serial number 2.
Kamarpur not there
Komarpur is
not there
not there.
Kolongpar
Kolongpar, your lordship, serial number 2.
Kolongpar how much 15 kilometers
Lordship. And then Govardhana.
Govardhan means it's not there this is Niz Govardhan
Our is Niz
Niz Govardhan
This area is called your lordship Govardhana or Niz Govardhana, your lordship. Now, your lordship, on the, with this specific claim, your lordship, we raised an objection, your lordship. Which your lordship, this honorable court directed the deputy commissioner to look into, your lordship. Now, what is there in the report, your lordship, I don't know. But your lordship, there are probably 2 reports, your lordship, one which has your lordship already gone through, your lordship. There is another, it says, your lordship, Sankudhita Protivedon. There is another just after that letter, your lordship, which also, your lordship, says the distance of some of the villages of the villages, your lordship, in which the members of the petitioner society reside. Now, your lordship, this is a record, your lordship, where your lordship knows that the official record always need to be, your lordship, paginated, your lordship. Otherwise, there is possibility of, your lordship, manipulation always there, your lordship. This is a record where, your lordship, pagination is not there. That part, your lordship, will kindly take note of. And the entire record, what other things reveals, your lordship, I don't have any idea, your lordship. But still, your lordship, there is another report, your lordship, that probably it says referring
This
to.
submission has to come from their side.
No, your lordship, maybe, your lordship, but since.
You are the
this-
beneficiary. If
No,
there is no,
I may be the beneficiary, but your lordship.
if there is no pagination, the beneficiary will be the person. And this
No,
can be an
your lordship,
objection which should be available to the person making the challenge.
Lordship, this
To
is.
overcome a challenge, can you say the records
No,
are
your
not
lordship will
paginated?
kindly see there, since there is a specific statement that it goes against the respondent number 10, your lordship, the report of the circle officer, therefore I am pointing it out. your
No,
lordship.
but was the report of the circle officer referred in the final impugned order? It was
Yes,
referred.
your lordship,
It
is
has
referred.
been. It has been
It
referred.
is referred.
So that submission of yours may not be a
Lordship.
relevant submission. If you are on this side, yes, you are making a challenge. There are records which are not paginated. You have an additional ground. But here you are trying to defend the decision.
Lordship, but since it, your lordship, certain things has come, your lordship, for the
Okay,
first
okay,
time, your
okay,
lordship,
okay.
that is not even part of the affidavit filed by the respondent authority, your lordship. If that be the case, your lordship, I could have get a chance to challenge.
No,
that.
it's not the pleaded case. Mr. Sharma has just said that
That is why, your
on
lordship.
record, there is something which, and records, we are otherwise also entitled to see the records,
Lordship,
examine the records.
Lordship. Your lordship, will
exercising,
kindly see the other two letters, your lordship,
We'll see.
which says, your lordship, did amended report. It says, your lordship, corrected report, your lordship, what it says.
In
Now
exercise
you-
of certiorari jurisdiction, we are in fact required to see the records.
Lordship. Now, your lordship, therefore, your lordship, when in these circumstances, your lordship, question of neighborhood come, your lordship. And therefore, your lordship, an inquiry was made, your lordship, and after making inquiry, your lordship, they found my society, your lordship, as a more suitable to them, your lordship, in terms of neighborhood, your lordship. Now, that is my case, your lordship, that since authority, your lordship, settling authority has found me more suitable, your lordship, even if you go by the order of settlement, your lordship, then your lordship, probably your lordship, that suitability, your lordship, probably this honorable court may not look into, your lordship, in exercise of power under Article 226, your lordship, unless there is something else in the record, your lordship, or in the decision-making process, your lordship. Now, if your lordship, it may happen, your lordship.
Mr. Bhattakur, we are not on the soundness of the decision.
Lordship,
We are on the aspect how the decision has been arrived at.
lordship, that's.
Whether the decision, while arriving at the decision, the relevant factors have been taken into consideration, or is it based on irrelevant or extraneous
Lord.
consideration? Has it been taken, the decision been taken bona fide? Has the decision been taken by a person with competence? These are basically the four factors we look into.
Lord.
The decision on merits, it may not be a decision which is absolutely sound. But if it is lawful, we are not going to touch.
Yes, your lordship, can always, your
The
lordship.
lawfulness will have to be examined by the process by which the decision has been taken.
Lordship,
That is only what we are examining.
lordship. And they
To
are.
come to a finding whether you are suitable, you may be correct in saying that suitability is a subjective satisfaction. But to come to the satisfaction, you have taken into consideration certain aspects. What are those aspects?
Lordship.
If we think that those aspects are germane to the issue at hand and are relevant, then a decision may be erroneous. Simply because it's erroneous, we may not interfere. But if it is grossly erroneous and based on factors which are not relevant, or relevant factors are overlooked, it is based on irrelevant factors,
Then
then
your lordship always can, your lordship.
yes,
And my humble submission in this regard is that in these circumstances, your lordship, when an exercise has been carried out, your lordship, to see, your lordship, whether they are in the neighborhood or not, your lordship, and found that they are not in the neighborhood, your lordship, and your lordship will kindly note that the 5 kilometer radius, your lordship, as has been as has been submitted by by my learned friend, your lordship, that new notification, your lordship, that was not there at the relevant point of time. It was a very recent, your lordship.
No, that we are also not taking into
In that
consideration.
view of the matter, your lordship, it is always in the domain of the authorities, your lordship, to arrive at a finding and whether this will be considered as a neighborhood or that will be considered as a neighborhood. By exercising that, by making that exercise, your lordship, they have arrived at a finding that yes, this society is the neighborhood of this particular
You
fishery.
show us that part of the impugned order
Lordship,
by which this satisfaction was arrived at,
lordship.
that he is not in the neighborhood. And you are no more suitable,
Your lordship will kindly come to page 70, your lordship.
70.
The relevant part, your lordship. As regards the neighborhood issue of the first highest bidder, number 2, part 5, Kolongnodi AMSS Limited. Another bidder society, namely so-and-so, Upper Part Brahmaputra FCS Limited, filed a complaint that the certificate issued by CO dated 17/2/2012 has been fraudulently obtained. The matter went to High Court by WPC number so-and-so, wherein the Honorable High Court by order dated so-and-so directed DC Kamrup to examine the complaint and dispose of a reasonable order before settlement of the fishery. Accordingly, ADC, based on fresh inquiry by CO, disposed of the matter with a speaking order dated so-and-so and came to the conclusion that Upper Part Brahmaputra FCS Limited is in the bank of the fishery, whereas so-and-so is located at a distance of 1
1
kilometer.
kilometer.
Further, from that rest, we don't need, your lordship.
Hmm.
So this is your lordship, this is part I am saying. Your
See,
lordship.
the fraudulent part is not there
No, no,
now.
fraudulent, your lordship, is my allegation. That is
No,
not
no,
a
that
finding.
that was at the realm of allegation. Now that has been taken care
There
of.
is no finding to that.
That has been taken care
And I
of.
am now also not pleading.
Now you have to address this quote only on the last 2 lines
Lordship.
of this paragraph, whereby it has been stated that you are on the bank of the river fishery, whereas Mr. Borboya's client is at a distance of 1 kilometer.
1 kilometer.
Whether being at a distance of 1 kilometer, he will be ineligible for consideration. Because this is not a comparison.
Lordship.
Who is a better neighbor or who is more, the proximity of whom is more to the fishery. The competition is on the financial aspect only. These are all eligibility criteria.
Lordship.
Once you enter into the arena, there are certain hurdles. You need to cross over the hurdles, enter the arena, compete on the price.
Lordship.
Now, this is one of the hurdles that you need to be in the neighbor. His finding is that he is within 1 kilometer and you are on the bank. Will it make him ineligible for consideration?
Lordship, they can, your lordship, the authority can always, your lordship, consider that, your lordship, the neighborhood, your lordship, whether they will be considered as, since your lordship, there is no objective criteria laid down, your lordship, saying that this will be the considered as an, your lordship, on these factors, this will be considered as a neighborhood, your lordship. If they found that they are more deserving, the members of a particular society, your lordship.
No, that is the point which I am trying to harp upon.
Lordship.
There is no competitiveness in the neighborhood aspect.
Lordship.
These are all you have to individually meet.
Lordship.
I need not compete on you on being neighbor, or I need not compete on you on that 100% fisherman. I need not compete with anybody that I belong to SC community. These are requirements which I have to fulfill on my own.
Lordship.
There is no competition. Competition is only on the aspect of financial part.
Financial part, your lordship, at the same time, your lordship, the whether more, who are the more deserving, that probably
No.
also will have to be
That is
looked
not
into.
part
That
of
is
the.
my
that is
my
not the-
humble submission before this.
No, we have to go by the rules.
Why I am submitting this, your lordship, your lordship? Just one judgment, your lordship, I am relying on your
Yes.
lordship. This is your lordship, 2009 SSC Online Guwahati 268. Judgment by
2009,
Honorable Single Judge, your lordship.
2009,
2009 SSC Online Guwahati 268, your lordship.
name,
Name, your lordship, Manos Padmabari Jiniram Fishery Cooperative Society Limited versus State of Assam and others. One paragraph only, your lordship, I will be relying on. Page 268.
Manas Padmabari is also reality. There is a citation. 2009.
GLR submit service 2011.
Sir, you have also relied upon Manas Padmabari. 15, paragraph 15.
Yes.
This is 2009 4 GLT 909. Paragraph 5, 15, he has
15,
relied.
your lordship. I am also relying on that, your lordship.
Both are relying on 15.
Yes, I am relying on 2 or 3 things, your lordship, 3 lines, your lordship. An earlier decision of this court in the case of Aurobindo Das and Sridhar versus has been referred to with approval, and it has been recorded that purpose of the proviso is to provide opportunity to deserving fishermen of the locality who may not be in a position to compete with other tenderers in getting settlement of fisheries under tender system. Now here, your lordship, the question of your lordship that who will be the more deserving, that consideration sometimes
No,
your
no,
lordship
no.
may have to make.
Deserving fisherman, more
Lordship.
deserving is not the thing. You need to be a fisherman,
Lordship.
actual fisherman. That is the
Lordship.
requirement.
Lordship.
In this context, the word deserving is there. See, it's not a comparison who is the better deserving fisherman. Any fisher, you need to be a fisherman to be a deserving
Yes,
one.
your lordship, that is.
Because that is provided to Rule
Lordship.
12. See, Rule 12 gives carves out an exception, the proviso. It gives preference to a cooperative society consisting of 100% fishermen who are actual, who belong to the
Lordship.
scheduled caste community or Manman community in the state of, in the district of Kachar. These are the preference.
At the same time, your lordship, that's why your lordship, I am submitting your
Now,
lordship.
do you have any decision to say that a person who is more, who's nearer to the fishery?
That I have tried, your lordship, but I have not got, your lordship, but probably that issue has not been come up before this honorable court. But your lordship, my humble submission is this, your lordship, since your lordship, ultimately, your lordship, the authority, your lordship, applied their mind, your lordship, and it is not his case, your lordship, nowhere that some, your lordship, malafide is there in this decision, the making process, your lordship. It is only his case that it is 1 kilometer, and whether 1 kilometer will be considered as neighborhood or not, or it is entirely up to the, your lordship, the settling authority to take a call on that, your lordship. And that call, your lordship, the authority having been taken, your lordship, in my humble submission, your lordship, there being no other allegation against the, either against the settling authority, against the respondent number 10, your lordship. This is not a case, your lordship, where this honorable court, your lordship, will exercise its.
So you have not addressed on the price issue.
Price, your lordship will kindly say price. I am putting a price, your lordship, which is the most viable, commercially viable price, your lordship. Now, your lordship, he is putting a price, your lordship, ultimately, your lordship, that public interest is also there. Ultimately, in most cases, what we have witnessed, your lordship, that after quoting a huge rate, your lordship, they could not, your lordship, deposit the kist money. Then again, your lordship, surrender of the mean mahal, your lordship, and then, your lordship, they will have to go for fresh tender, your lordship. That is what is happening, your lordship, when huge amount is quoted by the bidders, your lordship. That has become a normal feature in most of the cases of fisheries, your lordship. That's why, your lordship, I have been in the business for quite a long period of time, your lordship, and I know that this is the most viable and commercially viable price so far as this fishery is concerned. In that price, he cannot, your lordship, run that fishery. It is for sure, your lordship. That's why I have quoted that, your lordship, with my experience in the field. Since 1975, your lordship, I am running fisheries, your lordship. I don't know, your lordship, whether he has. In fact, your lordship, if your lordship go through his income tax return, your return, he published before the societies, your lordship, he is in fact doing trading in, your lordship, this dry fish, your lordship. That's what he has submitted. Now, someone doing trading in dry fish, your lordship, where from his income from fishing? He has not shown that income in his fishing return, your lordship. Entire income is from trading from dry fish, your lordship. I have annexed it in my last affidavit, your lordship. Now, from that count also, your lordship, he cannot